The Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna has sent a very strong and electric message to President William Ruto in front of his wife, Rachel Ruto, in Nakuru, a message that has got people thinking and also others judging him positively. Welcome to Kenya Lens Media, and here is where you get news updates, and also here is where we talk and analyze politics. Now today, Edwin Sifuna, other leaders from Linda Mwananchi, and even the First Lady Rachel Ruto and other leaders attended the Utumishi Girls Academy family at Gilgil Stadium for the Requiem Mass for the 16 young souls who lost lives in the recent fire. The sense and scale of loss was unimaginable, and Edwin Sifuna, together with others, arrived there to console with other families and also to tender their condolences as Linda Mwananchi. But a few things drew attention, and especially the speech that Edwin Sifuna gave out, attacking President William Ruto, in as much as it was not direct, but according to the statement Edwin Sifuna gave, it was so evident that it is due to the fact that William Ruto is an inept leader. That is why all this is happening in Kenya, and that fire could have been arrested if it was not about the bad leadership in Kenya. As he was speaking, you could see how much he was angered, how much he could prevent tears from rolling, and it's something that has heightened the respect towards Edwin Sifuna. I want us to listen to his message, especially attacking President William Ruto and saying that he's an inept leader who is not able to lead this country because so many things are happening, and many Kenyans are asking themselves until when such things will continue happening, and how will Kenya, or rather how will we arrest such situations if we continue having such kind of leaders in Kenya. Listen to this.
I am the SG of ODM, Senator of Nairobi, and the Deputy Minority Whip in the Senate. I have come here to condole with you on behalf of the ODM party of Nairobi, on behalf of all of us in the Linda Mwananchi movement. I want to say poleni sana. I am here because I'm a leader in this country, and today, as part of the leadership, we are not going to make any excuses. I want to tender an unreserved apology to the families who have lost these 16 young souls for all the failures of leadership that ensured that this could not have been arrested. We have nothing to say but pole for everything that we have done or not done to eradicate these things. Reverend Kivuva, you have asked for how long must these things happen? These things have happened and gone on for far too long. And as a country and as a leadership, we now need to put this to an end. You have said, for how long must people cry across the country? We are asking ourselves, where is our God? Because all over Kenya is just kilio too, Reverend. For how long must Kenyans cry?
Now, that is Edwin Sifuna, who did not mince his words despite the fact that William Ruto was not present in that Requiem Mass, although he was represented by his wife, the First Lady Rachel Ruto. And here Edwin Sifuna said what he felt that was right and what he deemed right, saying that the bad leadership is as the result of the chaos that are happening in Kenya, and also is the reason why the 16 innocent souls lost their lives. Now, there are so many things I want to draw, but I will basically draw some three main things I want us to take into consideration about his speech today. Kenya needs not only a leader who knows how to do politics, who knows how to talk to people, but we also need a leader who is so respectful. I saw how Edwin Sifuna was greeting the bereaved parents. I saw how Edwin Sifuna was behaving today in Utumishi, and we can tell that is a very respectable leader. Is someone who values life, is someone who values elders, is someone who goes with the mood of the day. He knows what to do and not what to do. In fact, if it was any other leader today, in as much as people were grieving there, he could draw tantrums here and there, political, just thumping, and also many other crooked things that we also see what such kind of leaders do. But for Edwin Sifuna today, he was so respectful. In fact, the way he even addressed the gathering, the mourners, you could tell that Edwin Sifuna was so different. Today, he did not even start with the Mimi Ndio Sifuna, his slogan. Today, he went straight to the point, and he spoke in English, saying, "I'm Edwin Sifuna, the Secretary General ODM Party and the Senator Nairobi County." He was so straight to the point. No politics, nothing. Because the situation there was solemn, and the people came there, they just came to mourn. In fact, the atmosphere was filled with a solemn mood. No one wanted to laugh, no one wanted to hear politics, and that is exactly what Edwin Sifuna did. And then, whatever kind of love Edwin Sifuna draws from people is unimaginable. Because here is in Gilgil, where mourners went there to bid their last respect to the 16 innocent souls that lost their lives in Utumishi School or at Utumishi Academy. But the moment Edwin Sifuna stood to speak, you could hear how much people could not fathom the kind of love they had. They couldn't even be able to control themselves, despite the fact that they were at a funeral service, kinda. They shouted, ululated at Edwin Sifuna, praising him as he spoke. However, Sifuna did not entertain that, because it was a very solemn background atmosphere. People were crying, people were angry, not even angry. People were so emotional. So he did not even give time the way he does, because usually we know Edwin Sifuna, when he stands, he says, "Mimi Ndio Sifuna." He pauses, giving the public and the congregants maybe, or the crowd, time to celebrate and also ululate, plus equally applaud him. But today it was different. He just spoke well and finished. Something people are saying that this man is so respectful, so has a lot of respect to the humankind. And then another thing here, you could see Edwin Sifuna scored some of the leaders who positioned themselves as leaders. There are people who are crying foul about the death of the 16 innocent souls, but today in the Requiem Mass they did not even appear. The ODM, and there's something equal you can tell that Edwin Sifuna no longer, in as much as he's saying about being the SG of ODM, today he went there with a clique of leaders who identified themselves as Linda Mwananchi. And here, if you listen to the what Edwin Sifuna said, solely the death of 16 innocent souls was as a result of William Ruto's inept attitude and the inability to lead the country. And did not even give time for others, because maybe mtu kama Kalasinga Majimbo would have spoiled the moment. That's why Edwin Sifuna spoke. He knew what to say, at what time, in what position. And here, if you tell me he destroyed he destroyed President William Ruto without even people noticing, by shifting the blame of the fire setting, or the fire killing the 16 innocent souls, he made a great blame. He made a great accusation, saying that President Ruto is responsible for the death of those children. So I don't know how Rachel Ruto felt, and I don't know, when you're a woman to someone, a wife to someone, how you feel when you hear your husband being ridiculed and being said that he is unable to lead a country, a reason why 16 innocent souls were or rather died. I don't know. But then that is all for today. I want you to comment down there in the comment section. Tell me about Sifuna's electorate message today in a Gilgil Stadium. Talk about it, and also we shall harmonize all the comments and prepare a new video over the same. So if you're new here, consider subscribing, liking and sharing our content. Hit the notification bell so that you can be receiving notifications each and every time we bring you a new content.